Hey everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thanks for being here. I wanted to share something quite important today. And it's kind of something personal I'm going to share. So as you all know, I have a daughter, beautiful daughter, my daughter Chloe. I absolutely love her to death, and thinking about it right now, she's my everything, along with family and friends. I mean, she's part of everything, right? But she's my daughter, and I'm super glad that she's alive and I had her. And she's the best thing that ever happened to me, really. Unfortunately, I can't really say the same for the relationship I was in. You have to take personal responsibility for things that happened, and you have to be able to own things that you made, the mistakes you make, and the things you do, and etc. So I want to start off by saying, one, that it's never the other person's fault. You kind of have to look at what you've done wrong, and in that way you can kind of analyze, like, where did you go wrong? So let me talk about a few things. One, I was a very insecure person. Two, I used to take things personally, very personally. And three, well, not really three, and we're gonna keep on two, I guess. That was part of the reason I was very sensitive to things, right? Three, I was addicted to alcohol, I really was. And then I was a very different person. And before I started drinking, I will say that part of the reason that I became a big drinker, not because of her, but I did it with her. My ex, I'm referring to. And I became a really terrible person. I was very unhappy with the situation, the relationship I was in with her, and especially with some of the family dynamics. It just wasn't working out. It really wasn't. And what I mean by that is that, like, I used alcohol as a means to escape reality, right? And that's not a fucking healthy thing. So I became bitter. I became more upset. I wasn't myself. I just became a really ugly person. And then with all the changes that were going on, it was pretty bad. Why am I bringing this up? Well, when I split up with her, I went through depression, hardcore depression. It was really tough. I felt I had failed. I felt like I had followed everything the way you should. And it's a total disaster. Like, I could have worked on a lot of things. I could have been a very different person. And I just didn't know how. A lot of things I might have done were selfish. A lot of ththings that, with the way I behaved, I took things personally when I shouldn't. And I could have been a very different person, and I wasn't. With that said, though, that breakup was the best thing that ever happened to me. And why? Well, when I was going through this depression, I was waking up in the morning, I wasn't feeling right. And I knew that something was terribly wrong. And I was using all these different things to escape reality. It was either, I won't name all the things, but one of the biggest ones was alcohol. So the first thing I did is that I sought help, right? I called Kaiser Permanente. I told him about my situation, and I hesitated maybe 2 or 3 times to call, but I called. And when I went to go see my psychiatrist, I didn't take any medicine or anything like that. I was a high-functioning, anxious and depressed person. But one of the first things I did was I sought help. Second thing, I started exercising. By this time in the beginning, I didn't really quit drinking alcohol, but I started exercising. So sought help, I started exercising, started eating healthier, right? And then the next thing is that my psychiatrist, recommended me to group therapy, which I went to, and it was fucking awesome, right? I really liked it. I learned to meditate. I learned to really, like, reflect on my actions and all sorts of things. I mean, it was fucking amazing. One of the books that she recommended I read was this one right here. This is The Fourth Agreement, right? And this is by who is it? It's Don Miguel Ruiz. Now I'm gonna say this here because it's just real quick. I'm gonna read the 4 agreements, right, before I let you guys go. 1, be impeccable with your word, meaning that you speak with integrity. Say only what you mean. Avoid using the word to speak against yourself or to gossip about others. and then use the power of your word in the direction of truth and love. It fucking blew my mind just reading this. Don't take anything personally. Nothing others do is because of you. What others say and do is a projection of their own reality, their own dream. When you are immune to the opinions and actions of others, you won't be the victim of needless suffering. Don't make assumptions. Find the courage to ask questions and to express what you really want. Communicate with others as clearly as you can to avoid misunderstandings, sadness, and drama. With just this one agreement, you can completely transform your life. The next one would be always do your best. Your best is going to change from moment to moment. It will be different when you are healthy as opposed to sick. Under any circumstance, simply do your best, and you will avoid self-judgment, self-abuse, and regret. So always do your best. I will continue reading this, but I highly recommend this book. I have a few other ones too, but this is one of the books that I first read. And another book that I also read is The Alchemist. My best friend, my brother from another mother. My brother sent to, like, by us, by the universe. We're connected by the universe, Edgar. And he recommended me The Alchemist. Such a badass book. Anyways, yeah, I wanted to recommend this for those of you who really want a good read and who really want a book to transform their life around. This is it right here. Okay. So anyways, I'll continue talking about this and what happened and whatnot. And hope you guys have a great night. This is already a 7-minute video, so I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time. But read the book. Let me know what you think. Leave comments below. Hope you guys like the 100 push-ups continue challenge. Be safe, guys, and take care. Have a great night.